Cooperatives are important in economic development. With proper monitoring and support, cooperatives can contribute to rapid economic growth and reduce poverty levels in communities. It is believed that benefits to society are mostly greater in economies where people form cooperatives, develop their ideas, operate freely, and reap the rewards. This is why today on News in Depth we look at the future of cooperatives in Southern Province. The documentary starts with the story of a woman and a youth association in Monze who are producing cooking oil from sunflower. I'm your host, Masauso Mukwayaya. Stay tuned.
They manually sieve sunflower seeds from the remaining plant materials in readiness for the production of cooking oil. This is a process these hardworking women and the youth of Monze engage themselves in on a regular basis under a business venture dubbed Monze Women Cooking Oil Project. It is a business born out of the initiative by Monze District Women Development Association, a group formed in 1992. The association was registered on November 8, 1996 under the Societies Act. It is among the 237 registered cooperatives in the district working towards improving the living standards of the rural population, among them women and youths, by reducing poverty levels. Over the years, the Monze District Women Development Association has grown into a network of 35 different associations comprising 600 women groups and 9 youth groups. The 600 women groups have a network membership of 2,210 women, while the 9 youth groups have 90 members, bringing the total membership of the association to 2,300 people. Being a rural-based establishment, the association seeks to promote economic empowerment, gender equality and equity through advocacy, financial support, and entrepreneurship. The association further seeks to promote technology-based skills training and initiation of income-generating activities, capacity building for self-sustainability and development among women and the youth.
Monze Dwa has undertaken a number of activities to empower rural women and youth through supporting them with income-generating activities in small livestock, rearing goats, farming, food processing, support OVCs with school requirements, support re-entry girls, offering relevant training such as HIV/AIDS awareness, GBV awareness, women in politics, and training for transformation. Monze Dwa signed a contract with NGOCC on 12 December 2018 to implement activities on the girl-child re-entry policy and conduct sensitization meeting on ending girl-child marriages.
After sieving, the sunflower grain is pushed into a mouth of this automated multifunctional sunflower oil expeller. At the close of an electric circuit connected to the machine, the oil extraction process begins, and at the same time, sunflower cake is produced. The extracted oil is stored in these containers and later undergoes a purification process at this machine. The final product, the cooking oil, is packaged in these containers and later sold on the market. The sunflower cake, a byproduct, is also packaged in 50 kg bags and sold to farmers as livestock feed. It is perhaps this value chain process that prompted Minister of Small and Medium Enterprise Development, Elias Mumanga, to visit the association. Mr. Mumanga was in Southern Province on a familiarization tour when he learnt of the Wonder Women Association. He is happy with what he saw.
When we emphasize job creation, this is what we mean, and this is what the government's intention, His Excellency, when he created the Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprise Development and the emphasis on women and the youth. This is what we want to be seen across the country. We want women to get involved. We will link our women to our cooperating partners, like the way the Swedish have done, through NGOCC. This ministry is there to link our women and the youth to what is happening here.
For the district administration, the association is the pride of Monze. District Administrative Officer Goreti Balo says the association is instrumental in uplifting the living standards of women and the youths through their entrepreneurial activities.
Their cooking oil is very thick. It's qualitative cooking oil. As Monze residents, we get our cooking oil from District Women Association. We don't go to chain stores because their cooking oil is qualitative. And believe you me, there are people that come from outside the district that come specifically to buy cooking oil and sunflower cake from District Women Association. That is why earlier on I said, this is our pride, and we take pride in them.
And while in Monze, Mr. Mwanga held a meeting with the business community where a number of issues regarding the future of cooperatives were discussed. The minister later featured on a radio program where he highlighted some of the plans the ministry has for the cooperatives in Monze.
How open are you?
We're not restricting anyone. We're carrying everyone along with us as a ministry. We've got an open policy. You are welcome to the Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprise at any given time. We've got our offices in Monze. The officers that were under the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry, they are now under the Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprise Development. At the moment, they are carrying out the mandate of the ministry. You are welcome to visit our center here, and you are going to engage and discuss with our officer. We will give you more officers, especially from the SME development. You'll have about 5 officers that will engage with our people in Monze and explain.
Livingstone is not only a viable tourist capital in the country, but is also a potential business destination where cooperatives are concerned. Home to 600 registered cooperatives, Livingstone boasts of a variety of business opportunities in many other sectors other than tourism. The city, predominantly known to be the host of one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, the Victoria Falls, has been earmarked as a potential city for economic development. It is government's desire to see Livingstone grow economically. And during his tour of duty, the Small and Medium Enterprise Development Minister met with over 17 heads of local business associations and cooperatives.
This is a tourist capital. And I move around, I find no Zambian, no employment. The economy is bad because we are not getting involved. Yes, I know and understand that for you to do that, you need access to affordable finance. And that's why I'm here. As government, we are here to sort out some of those issues. What ideas do you have, what I've talked about? The Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprise Development. We are sitting as a focal point. We have the people who've got the financing, the people that can give you finance. Bring the idea, we will connect you. And I'm not here to say, come and get the money. I'm saying, come, we connect you.
Being an interactive meeting, members of the various cooperatives were provided an opportunity to ask questions on pressing issues.
When we ask something from this conference, Honorable Minister, there should not be even a high cost. The cost for disabled people should be less, Honorable Minister. You know, everyone today can be disabled. They become disabled not at the one time, but because of situation. And therefore, Honorable Minister, as I end this proposal, Honorable Minister, in the envelopes where disabled people go, they should be given much less limits.
My challenge to you continue supplying. I'm challenging you because you challenged us and said, can't we as Zambian people be supplying shop price and all these organizations? We cannot fail.
What is difficult to give us the contract from the onset? But we are looked at as just a backup. Can these contracts be regionalized or local? Yes, we appreciate that you got a mandate to do, you promoted national contracts, national Zambian companies, but can you go further, look at who can do it within the city, and let the tender be processed within the city, and let people, we know the locals, and even the corporate social responsibilities who do it for the local company, for the local communities.
Meanwhile, Cooperative College Principal Mwemba Mwinga said the institution is ready and available to help cooperatives with training in areas of need. Dr. Mwinga says the college has expertise in various fields that can help cooperatives have skilled members.
Training is on cost-sharing basis. So I'm assuming that, in our associations, they are enterprises, as the minister emphasized. Whether you belong in a cooperative, you belong in an association, a group, you are doing business there. I mean, that's the point of belonging, Otherwise, you just sit alone and do it yourselves. So we are in all these groups so that we are empowered. And part of that empowerment is training. Once we train you, then you get empowered. So we cannot wait to be given a date that, no, this skills training will start on such and such a date. The earlier we start, the better.
One of the viable smallholder enterprises Livingstone offers is courier business. However, the outbreak of COVID-19 has had a negative impact on this tourist-dependent business. Mkuni Park Courier Market Traders Association members have described the business as disaster since the outbreak of the pandemic in 2020.
Currently, as you see, Honorable Minister, there's totally nothing. Even if you can consider us in terms of the DMMU food, we would totally appreciate as we wait for the long-term help that will come from the government.
The main problem we are facing in the market is hunger. From the time the corona started, we haven't been selling anything. But our colleagues there, they don't want to listen and they don't want to push. We don't want to talk many things, but the fact is we are happy, you are an understanding minister, and that's the way it works. Because we are under small-scale businesses. What we need right now is your help. We've got cooperatives, but cooperatives have got a process. If there are people who are affected by the COVID, in Africa, in Mkuni Park, we are the #1.
And Mr. Mbwanga told the traders that most businesses have been affected by the pandemic. The minister also seized the opportunity to encourage the traders to get vaccinated against COVID-19.
The impact of the COVID pandemic, it has really left our people in a very terrible situation or condition. Well, of course, not many people are buying here because of COVID. No tourists are coming in here because of COVID. Why also the tourists may not come to Zambia is because the percentage of vaccination, people who have been vaccinated, is very low. So it's my appeal that for this market to continue to be attractive and many people to come, we need to make sure that we are vaccinated.
Choma, the administrative capital of Southern Province, is perhaps the next big market the region is earmarked for. Boasting of having over 2,000 cooperatives, the district is poised for massive development if all the cooperatives get operational. However, this may be a far-fetched dream as challenges are all over the faces of those running cooperatives. In a meeting held between the minister and the business community, it emerged that even small makeshift businesses are heavily levied by the local authority. Other challenges that surfaced include the alleged abuse of FISIP by unscrupulous people forming cooperatives to access resources.
Can we bring back that one single levy? Because already our members, especially SMEs, they have two timbers the area speaker alluded to. Just a small one. Look at how much they are charged. 1,600. Just a small contember. Where they don't seem to promote empowering the SMEs. All they are looking at is how much should they get, which is very, very unfortunate.
It's very difficult to actually recruit people. We are trying to come up with a cooperative for women across the province. I think we are in the process of registering, and we are telling them we want to make a big investment. And some women will come and ask you, but why are you asking for so much membership fee? But why are you talking about shares? Secetor is a chap. Are we not going to ask for money to buy chickens? So we need experts to deliberately come up with programs to call us, talk to us, open up our minds. I think we can do bigger things, but our thinking is narrowed down.
In the time of the counter era, the cooperative movement had a cooperative bank where it was so easy to access even these loans and empowerment. But along the way, when the other government came in, the MMD and the like, the cooperative bank went down. So my question is on the cooperative bank. Is the new Dawn government reconsidering bringing back the cooperative bank so that the cooperative movement can have an easy way of accessing these finances?
And Mr. Mwanga assured traders that government will provide linkages to cooperatives that will prove worthy of the support.
This government will link you to where the resources are. Do you need money or some months financing for a bigger project here in Choma or Southern Province? Will link you. That's why we are here. That's why this minister has been created. And you'll be able to access affordable financing for that project.
Meanwhile, Choma District Commissioner Gamela Sikalea has held government for creating the Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprise Development. Mr. Sikalea is hopeful that government will address the needs of the people in informal employment. He has urged the over 2,000 cooperatives in the district to be proactive and seize the opportunity.
I think we need to realign our thinking, particularly cooperatives, to begin to think that when you form a cooperative, it must be real. Someone must go there and find it. You must apply for what you think you can do, so that at least together you don't frustrate government efforts by giving you resources that will develop the area. It is only through these cooperatives and a small business that can employ most of our people, so that at least we can see the Vision 2030 as a middle-income country.
Cooperative is entrepreneurship, no? We want to empower ourselves. I mean, I wouldn't want to join a grouping so that I continue with my being poor. You know, I would rather stay at home, you know? So you form cooperatives with that main idea that, yes, you want to be empowered. In other countries, actually, cooperatives are doing very well. They are running economies. And I don't see why in Zambia we can't also do that.
While in Zimba and Kalomo districts, the minister interacted with marketeers after having meetings with the heads of government departments.
Machine is a peanut making machine. When they roast the peanuts, the ones who remove the covers are peeling them, or some just the way. When I switch it on, just pour, it comes out.
My uniform na vina kuti tipezeko kudya ndiye mwamene tisurvive mwamene umu, so capital ndiye yotivuta, so tipempako chabe government kuti mutitandizileko tavutika, otherwise capital kulibe pano pamene mutiona.
Most of the people now are unable to, some of the machines are dying and we can't replace the cost for the new machines. The machine initially when we were buying it was 12,300. Now this machine has gone to 75,000 to install a new one. So at our level, where the economy is and the level of inflation, we can't manage to sustain this business, Your Honor.
And Mr. Mwanga is impressed with the will of smallholder businesses to grow, despite the many challenges. He says the determination small businesses have to excel is what is pushing government to help them flourish.
You need to write to my ministry as quickly as possible so that we can scale up this. We will be able to provide with you a bigger processing machine so that we can start. It will be a pilot project here in Zambia that you can process, that you can add value to what you are doing. We'll make sure that you can have a labeling machine, and we speak to the chain stores so that your product can be sold.
Shikankata is the newest district in Southern Province. It was separated from Mazabuka in 2011 as part of the Decentralization Policy Implementation Program. The district is famously known for the abattoir at Turnpike, located at the intersection of Kafue Shikankata Mazabuka roads. The abattoir is run by Bata Cooperative Society, one of the 376 cooperatives registered in the district. Established in 1974, the business started as a cattle ranch before spreading wings, which later resulted in the development of an abattoir.
At first, they were just slaughtering maybe on Saturday and Sunday, maybe 2-3 animals. So, as people found it that there was a good market of beef here, they started bringing more animals, which meant that the slab which was there, it was now small. It couldn't cater for those animals. We shifted, we came somewhere there where we had put a structure which was getting about 30 animals at a go. Then still there was a bit of, it was a bit unhygienic and whatever, and they came in. That's how now we came up to start structuring this one. And luckily, the government and the Belgians came in to assist for us to modernize it.
Although the abattoir attracts hundreds of customers from as far as Lusaka with its cheaper offers of beef and other meat products, challenges are inevitable.
We're facing the challenge of putting up this structure properly, putting up the code room, and the chain set. Zesco sometimes we have a challenge with the power sometimes. So we found ourselves that sometimes you find even that butcher boy is not working. Sometimes the code room is not working. Maybe you find that the electricity can be off maybe for more than 12 hours, and you have got beef there. So some of these beef end up going to waste.
The district is also facing staffing challenges as there is only one officer dealing with over 300 cooperatives. And Mr. Mwanga appreciates the challenges the district and the business community are facing. He says government remains committed to seeing to it that such challenges are addressed.
We're interested in making sure that this facility is upgraded. We'll see how we can try and link you where we can, source some funding so that we can really look into this market so that it can be, be in good standard.
The need to form cooperatives among communities is vital. This is an area in which lives of the rural population will be improved. The formation of cooperatives will enable communities have access to funds under the Constituency Development Fund and Citizen Economic Empowerment Commission. Further, those with business ideas have been urged to develop their initiatives into feasible business proposals and seek help from the ministry where need arises.
That is all we could package for you on this week's edition of News in Depth, where we have been looking at the future of cooperatives in Southern Province and what government is doing to help the cooperatives grow. Do join us next week for yet another interesting documentary at the very same time. I've been your host, Masauso Mukwayaya. Thank you so much for watching. Pleasant viewing.